Hello there everybody, and welcome to the stream. Hope you all are doing well. It's been a minute, it's been a couple weeks since the last time. I apologize that the acoustics are sounding a little bit off in here. We are in a new streaming environment, which I will go ahead and reveal here in a second. I'm trying to get my tweet ready to send out here. Why is it struggling to upload this picture so much? I'm trying to get the picture for the tweet, but it doesn't want to play nice. Is that the right one? Is this the right picture? We're gonna find out. It says there could be a virus. Guess we'll find out. Is that the right one? I accidentally leak my stream key or anything in there, right? No, we're good? Okay, I think we're good. Gotta put it out there. But yeah, new streaming environment, new kind of everything. So, hold up, let's get the reveal. Bada bing, bada boom. That's the wrong layout. Hold up. There we go. Alright, we got it. Oh no, but chat's not showing up properly. Uh-oh, hold up. Oh, there we go. Hey! Now we got chat going. So yes, welcome everybody. This is the new stream layout area. I don't know, I do a full pan. There's still some work that needs to be done in here. For example, my Buster Sword is still on the floor. The goal is we're gonna get this hung up here. Unfortunately, I think it's gonna be out of the webcam for some stream layout. Oh, okay, hit my fan. It's okay, it's tough. But yeah, there's still a couple things that need to be done in here in order to clean it up, but it's functional, it's working, and I think that's probably the most important part. Unfortunately, this room actually doesn't have a light built in, so here's my lamp. I love lamp. And it doesn't have a fan, so I bought a fan, and that is over there. We're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully the fan isn't too loud or anything like that. Hey there, Anthony, Malvice, and Bates. Yo, guys, appreciate y'all coming out. Really does mean a lot. Have you ever been able to play the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake? Yes, I actually just beat it yesterday. I've been kind of playing that as my main game whenever I get the chance to. So, like, I have a couple gripes with it. I think that the performance in some cutscenes, I have a regular PS5, so it could be different on other versions, but I did notice a couple frame drops during cutscenes. It's not that big of a deal. And for some reason, the camera really zooms in when you are crawling and you're crouching, and I don't remember it zooming in that much in the original. And there's a couple, like, you know, it's always going to be the case. For example, with, like, the original Majora's Mask versus Majora's Mask 3D, there's some visual things I just prefer artistically about the original. But overall, I feel like if you want to play Metal Gear Solid 3, and I think one of the issues with the original was that the controls could be a little cumbersome, but I think that this is a great version to get into it. I really enjoyed it. It's Metal Gear Solid 3. It's one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. How heavy is that? I think it's like 20, 30 pounds. So I used wood to create the main thing. All right, hold up. I actually don't know if so, let me go ahead and switch to, hold up. Nope, that's full screen. There we go. All right, so for this bad boy here, this is wood. So this is all wood, and then I essentially just went down and I sanded it to kind of give it the edge. And then we just ended up painting it with the two colors here. It has some like nicks in it just from like time and in the paint and everything, but honestly, it kind of think that makes it look better. This is aluminum up here. And then I think the piping I also have here is aluminum as well. I ended up going to, back when I was in Columbus, there was like a welder's place, and I went to them, asked them if they could drill a hole into here, and there's like bolts in here that essentially go down into the wood to hold it in place. And then this screw here holds this in place, so I have to tighten this every once in a while. And then we just kind of use like some fake leather for the wrapping, but yeah, I love this thing. It's very sturdy. I really hope this doesn't break like my Monado. But like I said, the goal is ultimately to hang it up here. It's a little off camera, so you can't really see it, but that's the goal. And then maybe the Monado, once I get that fully fixed, will go up over there. For the time being, we got the Zelda shelf, and it lights up if I press the right button. Ooh, magic. There we go. And it's got different colors. Whimsy. Get the Zero Escape poster. It's actually like one of my favorite pieces of art I've ever seen from the series. And yeah, so still a bit of a work in progress, but we're getting there. Just the PS5. It's an issue with the PC version. It's an old. Oh, okay. Okay. Unreal Engine 5 is just doing that. I see. Okay, so never mind. It is just Unreal Engine. So yeah, maybe they should just use Fox Engine. They spent so much money getting that to work, you know. The best way to play it, but it does need some polishing because of the optimization. I 100% agree. Now, will I get my dream of the original Metal Gear getting a 3D remake that I've been wanting since Metal Gear Solid V came out? Get this, 10 years ago. It came out 10 years ago in September. Like, I think it was September 1st. That game is 10 years old. Can you believe that? That's insane. What material would you use in that Buster Sword? Ooh, definitely double cut. There's 4 times cut, right? I think I remember getting that materia. That material was crazy. Knights of the Round is too broken. It's too broken. So I don't know if I'd do that. I like a nice Firaga. I like a nice Firaga. What is the goal? Basically, wow. Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's still some stuff. So my room next to this is just where everything is just kind of that hasn't found a place is currently. So that room needs the most love, but everything else for the most part is kind of falling. It's finding its spot. It's just me realizing that I have a lot of stuff. A lot of collectibles and everything. So, I used to have the old Zelda shelf was just like half of that size. It was a glass case. It's now been converted into the Zelda shelf. Not the Zelda shelf, the Zeno shelf. And maybe the Pokemon shelf, but well, we'll see. Metal Gear Solid will be getting a remake from what I hear, but we still don't have proper announcements for it yet. And you know what, Metal Gear Solid gets a remake, that's fine. You know, again, that's the other good jumping point for people to get in the series, but I just want Metal Gear. Like, Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 especially. Metal Gear 2 is good. It's a good game. It only came out 5 years ago. Knights of the Round plus W Summon plus Mimic equals game over. I bet you've been busy too. Just as a little bit of an update, since it's been a minute since we streamed this last, we are currently in Catfish's Maw, which is the game's 5th dungeon. By the way, if I need to tweak the game's audio or my audio, especially because we're in a new space, let me know. I mean, I can hear the echo behind me, so I'm sure that there's probably more of an echo. I'm probably gonna have to... I have some soundproof pads that I can put up. I wish I could show you guys. So I have a closet that's right here. You know, previously, if I wanted to record, and honestly, I'm still probably gonna have to do this for this next video whenever I finish this script. But whenever I wanted to record, I was just sitting on the floor of my closet with like a blanket behind me and with like pillows in front of me and like soundproof pads and everything. Like, that was how I tried to muffle the sound in order to make it, you know, come across well. But now I have a closet for it. like a dedicated closet. My dad does a lot of woodwork stuff, and he was super kind and helped me build a bench and a table. So we're getting that set up. So that'll be my new recording closet. It's going to get hot as heck in there. That is one of the issues, but I can always take breaks. But I'm excited for that. Quite excited for that. When I was probably the best recording environment that I actually had was when I was in grad school. There was a soundproof booth in the library, and because I started 2019, for like 2.5 years that I was there and doing content, I would go to there and I would check out like the key to use that soundproof booth, and I'd just be in there for like an hour at a time. I mean, most of my recording sessions take around an hour roughly. But then whenever I had to do retakes, it was really annoying because then I gotta go drive back to the library, and sometimes it was only, okay, so this is the 4th one, so we'll have to come back here later. Sometimes it's annoying. I only have to record like 3 lines that I messed up, and then I gotta go back there though. Just drive back to campus. The Julian lore goes crazy. How's it going, Colin? How you been doing, dude? I went back to look at Metal Gear 1, and oh boy, it was rough in certain places. Yeah, Metal Gear 1 hasn't aged the best. Metal Gear 2 is a lot better. It very much feels like a 2D version of Metal Gear Solid. But like, so for example, I had a student who, you know, I talked about how much I love Metal Gear, and he tried, he's like, Julian, I just can't get into the series. I tried Metal Gear 1, wasn't enjoying it. Tried Metal Gear 3, I wasn't enjoying it, just not getting the gameplay. I was like, are you doing the slow walk button? And he's like, what? I showed him the slow walk button, and he went, oh my gosh. And it was a complete game changer for him, because then he was like, now I can actually sneak up on people. And so he started with Metal Gear Solid 3, and he fell in love with it. So, I've seen a lot of people online that are like, don't start with Metal Gear Solid 3, it's a bad place to start. I disagree. Like, is it maybe the best? I don't think for everybody, but like, I'm a super fan of Metal Gear, and I played the bloody 3DS version. That was my starting point. If you can play Metal Gear Solid on the 3DS and you're still a fan, then like, you know, this is gonna happen. Went back to oh yeah, the checkpoints. Oh yeah, oh they're brutal. Oh. Now, I'm just kind of eating hits. Honestly, I mean, we have enough health. We're not playing on like hard mode or anything like that. The audio recording closet. I know a bunch of other YouTubers have it. Yeah, I mean, it's like, so, you know, a lot of people have like these very top of the line mics. I won't lie, I was very tempted to get one. But it's like, it cost me like $400 for like one of those mics that a lot of the YouTubers that do like audio quality stuff. And then it would cost like $200 for like the splitter kind of thing. And I'm like, $600? I'll just sit in my closet. Let's do that. My senior semester of college just started. Dude, that is insane to me that you guys are seniors. So much, like, I can't believe that much time has passed. I saw, oh gosh, I'm still in this. Oh gosh. I saw one of my students working recently, come a while. I was like, yeah, so how's your, oh, I made a mistake. I was like, yeah, so how was your first year? And he goes, oh, I just did my second year. I went, what? I was supposed to have the hook shot for this, so I'm just gonna have to eat these hits, unfortunately. Okay, now, I don't think it's pot to open this. I just don't think I'm supposed to be here right now, to be honest with you. How does Sheldon Down to the Challenge lesson go? Okay, so that is the thing, is that, like, I mean, and Colin can attest to it, I like to throw in a lot of dumb references or just, like, say stuff in my lessons, and a lot of students will sometimes not get them, and other students will sometimes get them. Like, something happened that said stand, and I said, not JoJo, though. And then, like, everyone's like, JoJo? What? And then one of my students is like, W reference. And I was like, alright, at least somebody got it. Oh yeah, we were talking about epithets, you know, just like, Cunning Odysseus, Athena the Bright-Eyed, you know, that kind of stuff. And it was just like, you know, Xenoblade X is literally epithet the game. So we're gonna talk about Sheldon the Dentally Challenge, my favorite one. But I think it went well. Oh. Okay, I see you, bro. MGS3 is a great middle ground. Yeah, I mean, if we're going with like the best, so it's here's kind of how I see it. Like Metal Gear Solid 1 has a great story, but I think a lot of the things in Metal Gear Solid 1's story, if you roughly know some stuff about Metal Gear, unfortunately, you probably have been spoiled to it. But it's still a good game. But the gameplay is definitely not amazing. Metal Gear Solid 3 has great gameplay. It still feels a little clunky in some areas, but the story is phenomenal. I would say it is my favorite entry in the series. I think it's the best balanced. And then you have Metal Gear Solid V, or 5, however you want to say it. I just say V because, like, Kojima put out this tweet, and he was just like, it is actually V. And it's like, oh, okay, V for Venom Snake, and, you know, V has come to, and all that kind of stuff. Sure, I'll rock with it. But V is probably the best playing stealth game ever created, in my opinion. The issue, though, with V is that the story is a bit lackluster, just because the game wasn't finished, and, like, the most interesting stuff in the game, and the stuff that everybody was looking forward to, is pretty much restricted to audio tapes, which is really sad. How do I... But it's still very much worth playing, just because the gameplay is so good. Yeah. I need the hook shot. And sometimes it's changing the class speed of Metal Gear Solid 2. Yeah, so... Okay, we read 1984, and I thought it was, without spoiling, I felt that it was very, very on topic. I thought that, you know, having a bit of a compare and contrast between that depiction and, you know, 1984, the novel, would have made for something interesting. Epitaph is in... Yeah, that was the one thing I had to clarify to them. I was like, no, the epithet, not epitaph. Okay, so I've kind of been talking, I'm a little lost. So I can push that block and head up from there. Today's stream probably won't be super long. Maybe like a nice 2-hour stream or something like that. The reason being is just that there's some work that I do need to do for tomorrow in order to prepping some resources for my classes, and I also kind of want to do some baking. Oh my gosh. Wow. These kind of remind me of like the color scheme makes me think of like bomb shoes. What the heck? Public safety alert. Uh-oh, that's not good. Yeah, MGS, like, V-Story is, it definitely is all over the place, which is unfortunate. I think I can push this down. No. I push that over, and then I can kill you and get in there. Nice. Not here yet. But yeah, I apologize that it's taken me a bit to get back to streaming this. I didn't want to take that long of a break between playing games. I know we took a very sizable break from the Mega Man collection because I was in Japan. But just like trying to get this place straightened away, get everything set up. I officially moved in last Sunday, so it's actually been a week since I've officially moved in. But like there's still been so many loose ends and odd ends to take care of, and even like now I'm just like, oh, I still need to get some stuff. Like I just got like kitchen knives and placemats, and I'm like, oh wait, I also need to get I don't think I can make that jump with the Pegasus boots, but I can go over to the side. I was like, oh, I still need to go get this, and that is what I figured out with not even just, like, it is getting an apartment too, but like just with a house, it's like, oh, there's always like something I am realizing I don't have that I probably should have. Baking, when are you planning on baking? So, there is a recipe that I got from my mom a long time ago. It is it's a sour cream cinnamon bundt cake. And it sounds really weird, like sour cream, but it just makes it fluffier. It's really good. It's very, very good. And I've never put a glaze on top, but I've heard a couple people that are like, you should try putting a glaze on top. So I figured I'd give that a whirl, see how that goes. And like, I really want to eat some, and I probably will steal a slice tomorrow, but I know if I take the whole cake for myself, I'm gonna eat it all. And I've been trying to eat better, and that is just not gonna be good for me. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it in for, coworkers, and I'm like, maybe students. I feel like if I gave it to just one of my classes, then they'd be like, yo, that's favoritism, how dare you? And I may not even have, like, you know, it's a good cake, but like, it's really only gonna be enough to fulfill one class. So it may just be for coworkers. We'll see. But I always enjoyed baking. Cooking is the thing that I got into recently within the last year, and I've been cooking a lot. I might post some pictures of some of the cooking that I've done on Twitter. I've kind of just been posting them on more like personal social media and stuff like that, as well as just like other life stuff. So yeah. Okay, so I need to go left. I think left. It's not a house until it has a copy of the Dragon Ball with the ocean dome. Listen, the ocean, it'll come at some point, alright? I have Dragon Ball stuff in the other room. I have a set of Dragon Balls, but they messed up and they... okay, hold up. Let me look at the map again. The set of Dragon Balls that I got is actually, like, horrendously messed up. Oh, I had to go north. Okay, oops. Because there's 2 4-star Dragon Balls, there's not a 5-star Dragon Ball. So my friend's like, that's why you couldn't make a wish. I'm like, damn, you're right. You got me. Kiju's Baking Channel win. Yo, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. Oh gosh, I'm gonna call up my brother here a little bit. But like, this isn't to say that it was bad or anything like that. Just like, I want to go back to like, so previously in the past, my brother and I, like, even before I made the channel, we were trying to make like content together. We did like let's play videos together of like Super Mario Galaxy and everything. Wait, did I beat Mario in this one? I'm just dumb and I'm not paying attention. So I gotta go back to 4. Yeah. So go back to the entrance. But he, when he was in grad school, very similar to me, you know, I think just like, you kind of hit this point and you just want to make something, kind of cure the boredom. And he did, I think at least one, he may have done 2 videos where he pretty much like did cooking of foods from video games. He did like Castlevania Wall Chicken. That was the one that I remember. Definitely heard sour cream does not too bad. Yeah, it's really good. If I could share with the chat, I would. I wish I could. You all deserve some good baked goods. Ow. Ow. Oh, the wrong way. I'm really glad that I got this bomb expansion, by the way. Big money. Very much coming in clutch here. Once again, I'm just kind of eating hits. Favoritism, like my honors class didn't get. Hey, listen. We don't need to talk about that. That wasn't favoritism. Did they have technology when you were in high school? I'm not like ancient and decrepit. Yeah, I mean like I didn't have a sorry, I'm kind of getting a little lost. Like, yeah, people were getting iPhones and stuff like that when I was in high school. It wasn't like everybody had an iPhone. I didn't get an iPhone until I was going, maybe it was my senior year or when I was going away to college. I had a kind of a slide phone where you put it horizontally and then do that for quite a while. I'm hungry now, I just ate. Yeah, I feel that. I have like now my cooking days and now like where I'm just like, oh, okay, I can get away with a day or two of leftovers off of this, so I just had some leftovers today. It was a Italian sausage penne pasta dish, which is quite good. Ship a slice of cake to Arizona, it'll absolutely be heated by that. Listen, maybe baked goods would be fine, though. It'd be different, like, you know, if I was sending, like, a pizza or something like that. That'd just get annihilated. Just finished Mega Man X7 OSAs with me. Flame Heinier! Burned to the ground! The game was moving on to X8. Apart from that, the game was See, you're stronger than me. I don't like X7. I think X7 may... I have a personal vendetta against X6. Like, that game just personally bothers me. But X7 may be worse. They're both really bad. So I apologize. You had to endure that. But we got the hookshot now, though. Now, in terms of... Oh, actually, I could probably just... Yep, so now you can pull their heads off. That's nice. Or you can stun them. As a little bit of an update, this is pretty far in advance. Hopefully now I will be able to consistently finish this playthrough and maybe Batman Arkham next. But there will be a point in which I'm going to have to take another break, unfortunately. My school does trips. Where we kind of just like go with the class and everything like that. It's a nice kind of like bonding experience and everything, but we'll be gone for that earlier in the week. And then I'm immediately going to a friend's wedding. That'll be later in September. So we got some time until that, but I definitely wanted to try and get back to streaming. Hopefully the stream is running well as well. The router I'm using is a very old router that I had. So it's definitely not like the best router that you could ever find, but hopefully it does the job enough. X7 is just bland and boring. X6 is worse. It's just, X7 just like, there's so much bad about it. Like the voice acting is bad, the levels just are not fun. I hate the Final Sigma. I really don't like that Final Sigma. He has like a one-shot punch, I think. And is dumb. I'd rather fight King Machine than play X6 again. Oh god. You know what? I probably would too. We did that shit though. Alright, so let's look at the map. So I have the key, so I can go up there and do that. Yeah, it's been a minute since we streamed Arkham Asylum, and originally my plan was to do a video on Arkham Asylum for Halloween, but it just kind of never like, I just wasn't having Wait, can I do this if I don't have the bow and arrow? Do I have to go buy the bow and arrow? Okay, yeah, we're good, we're good. But I will probably go buy the bow and arrow after this. But I haven't played Arkham City in a long time. So my friend was actually super nice in high school, and I think he beat Arkham City, and then he gave me his copy of Arkham City as a birthday gift, which was very nice of him. But that, yeah, that was my first time playing it. And I actually didn't play Arkham Knight until a lot later. Stream looks and sounds fine to me so far. Okay, awesome. I was going for Mega Man X2 a couple weeks ago and stuff. It just quit to me. Hell yeah. I love to hear that. X2 is great. I think X1, X2, and X4 are all fantastic. X3 is also good, but X3 has a couple more issues, I would say, than the other two. It's like, if I were the tier 'em, I'd go X1 and X4. X2 is slightly below that. X3 is slightly below that. There's a bit of a gap. X5. X8, I don't know how I feel about X8, to be honest with you. I went to go try and play it again, and I didn't really care for it that much. So I can't rank it properly. And then there's a big power gap with X7 and X6. At least it has a better story than X6. Doesn't have a lot of BS going around in it. Yeah, I guess that's fair. X6 like tries to do something with like your college lab partner just being like, turns out just actually becomes a jerk, but which is kind of funny. Wait, am I trapped? No, I can. Okay, so the reason I can't do anything with that is because I need another key. There's a lot of stuff up north that I can still do, but I wasn't able to do it previously because I didn't have a hook shot. So let's go and try and do that. Oh, I gotta go. That guy always hits me. Please leave me alone. Got the jump strike? Oh, I do. City's my absolute favorite of the four. Such a fun game to 100%. I never 100% in City. The only one that I actually did 100% was Asylum. I've actually 100%ed Asylum twice. Which City, I was like, I think there was one point where I was tempted to, but then I was like, some of these trophies I just don't understand, and I didn't want to use the guide because I was stubborn, and yeah. Oh, money. Okay, yeah, we have enough to get a bow and arrow for sure now. I'm gonna say the whole. It's the Panic at the Disco song in the soundtrack. Oh, okay, so yeah, that's really goofy. There was like an album for Arkham City that had like a bunch of different bands on it, and one of them is like Panic at the Disco has one, but Coheed and Cambria also has one, and it's great. I'm a big Coheed fan, so that was just a nice surprise. But I bet they gave a music video actually within the last few years, funny enough. Asylum was my favorite for the longest time. But then when I went back and played it, I'm like, yeah, this is good, but like, I don't know. I think that like, the environment for Asylum is so good. I think that is fantastic, great atmosphere. I like how it leans more into being kind of a horror game. But I think some of the bosses felt a little underwhelming. And just some of the progression. So I would say that I would probably... Oh, am I like... Oh, no, you can push this. Oh, but this just leads me here. Oh, and now I have to go back that way. Why did I do that? Okay. So I just need to get back to the book. Oh my gosh, the block pushing area, and then I'll be good. I'm actually, I hate to do this. I'm gonna run to the restroom here real fast. I'll be right back though, and then we'll continue with the stream. Okay, we are back. Sorry about that. Alright. Cool. X8 is great. Only issues have heavy uncollectibles on that. Top 3 or 4. I think I just need to give it another shot here. Also, I'm sure that I probably missed it, but Anthony, if you are still here, I hope you have a great rest of your shift here. Okay, so let's go down and head to that section. Try and land on this Goomba, get a part out of it. Nice. Oh, piece of power. But yeah, in terms of kind of other, I'm trying to think of like other, oh, I keep forgetting I need to go that way in order to, in terms of other kind of relevant stuff, so the channel has been kind of dormant for a bit here. My last video that I put out was the video on Old Boy and The Graduate, and that came out in June? I think it was June. Maybe it was May. I think it was June. So it's been a minute. Just kind of with getting settled and everything, and just honestly, just life in general. Kind of struggling to find motivation to work on videos and write. But I'm feeling more motivated and in a better state to start working on videos and such. I did start working on a script for a video on Metal Gear Solid 3, actually. You know, it was funny, normally I don't like to say, oh yeah, I was working on a video for this, because there have been times where I'm working on a script for a video, and then it just doesn't work. Like it just doesn't happen, just with timing or whatever it may be. For example, I was working on a Dramatis Personae, which was like my old character study series, on Ricky. And I think I had like at least 4 pages, it may have been like 7 pages on Ricky, and it just kind of never came to light. Like, I could go back to that, but I think with just like the format of stuff, the way that I do it now, I'm not sure if it would work. I don't know. But yeah, there's been several other videos that have also kind of gotten that treatment. I was working on a video for Gold and Silver, and that also didn't really pan out, just because like my whole thesis statement was that Heart Gold and Soul Silver really did feel like at the time that these were like the last entries they were gonna make. It felt like it was a celebration of what they did before, and it felt like it was a celebration of just like building off of that, the way that everything comes together at the end. I just love it. And that was kind of predicated on this quote that comes from Ishihara, and I think a lot of people interpret that quote as him saying these are going to be the last games, but I think it's more so that he thought that these were going to be, or maybe it was Masuda, I'd have to go back and check. I think it was Ishihara though, saying that these are the last games that he would be involved with, not necessarily the last Pokemon games. And so that kind of just like takes away from what my main point I was trying to make is, and I just didn't feel like my argument that I was trying to make was strong enough in order to support that. So that video didn't really see the light of day, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm just kind of looking at the map. So I think I need to head down to I can use the warp room. Let's do it that way. But I didn't really feel that it had a really strong identity, unfortunately. And that video would just need to kind of sit and see more development before it saw the light of day. The Arkham video, I got a couple pages on that, and again, it wasn't clicking. Just something about it. Like, if there's anything that I've always wanted for my videos, is I don't want my videos to feel phoned in. Like, if I want to put something out, it's something that I feel like, at least at the time, that I'm like, okay, I can work with this. There are the videos that have come out that I'm like, could have done this better. Or like, I don't really know about that point. But overall, I wanted to be in a place where I feel comfortable with it, and if I can't really, if I feel like I'm forcing it, then that's when it kind of becomes a problem for me. And so I was working on this Snake Eater video, and I was like, this is the perfect video to do right now. Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake is coming out, and I love this game to death, and I've wanted to talk about the ending to Metal Gear Solid 3 since I started this channel, because it is, I've said it before, it is my favorite moment from any piece of media, but because there is that superlative statement there to it, there's a lot of pressure that I feel like I have to do it right. Did I just completely mess that up? Yeah, so no, that staircase leads to the boss room. Okay, which bloody staircase leads to the... Okay, hold up. So that staircase leads there. That makes sense to me. So those two connect. And where does the one in the bottom left connect to, though? Bottom left one connects to the top left. So then it should be the staircase on the right there, with that treasure room that leads to the treasure chest? This is why it's actually harder to stream. I know we always joke, like, it's just playing a game, but it's hard sometimes balancing talking and all that. I love the morning episode. Thank you, Bates. I appreciate that. Yeah, I wanted to stay with Dromada's Personae, but I was just realizing that I felt a little constrained just staying to that format and everything, and I love doing, like, the news intros, and such, but I felt like just doing a general character analysis was more appealing to a general audience, and I felt like I had a little bit more flexibility to it. Okay, so yeah, I think it's that one. Oops. Soul Silver and Hawk are also the best Pokemon remakes to this day. Yeah, I would agree. I would agree with that. I like Fire Red and Leaf Green. I've seen some people that don't like Fire Red and Leaf Green. I'm like, I don't know. I think they're pretty good, personally. My favorite Disney tuber Cage Yours has a store for videos. I thought the idea had crossed my mind of, okay, but what if I took a look at every game that has Jack Skellington in it as a follow-up? What if I did do the follow-up? But I don't think I'm going to. The other idea I had is in the vein of Disney. You know what I love? I freaking love The Incredibles. Wait, no. Okay, so that staircase leads there. Okay, hold up. That staircase leads there. That staircase leads there. So the only... What? The one staircase leads... Is that the one where I have to dive? Is that the one in the water? I'm so confused. On the multitask. You do Xenoblade content? We always talk about a lot of variety of topics. Yeah, I bet that's... I haven't done Xenoblade in a while. And again, the one thing that I always said that I wanted to do whenever I started YouTube was that I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just Xenoblade. Even if it would have been better for me to grow by just doing Xenoblade, I never wanted to feel like that was the only series that I could focus on. And the reason being is just that I love too many video games and too many things in order to do that. And there have been times where I just don't really feel like talking about Xenoblade. Now granted, this kind of actually serves as a really good segue into what the other video I was debating on talking about was. So I said that I wanted to do Metal Gear Solid because it just seemed like it was the perfect time to just talk about Metal Gear Solid 3. But it wasn't clicking. Just something about it wasn't clicking, and I think it was the pressure of also just like, I want to make sure that this is good, so on and so forth. There we go. But you know what I really wanted to talk about was Xenogears. Because Xenogears is so freaking good. I love Xenogears. It's, I really become a Xenogears, like, super fan over time. Do I think that the gameplay is incredible? No, I don't. Do I think there are some pacing issues? Heck yeah. But the core narrative that it's trying to tell is really good. And you know what? I watched a 3-hour video on Xenogears. Just kind of going through, talking about it, breaking it down and everything. Because the thing is also, Xenogears is very intimidating. Xenogears has a lot of information. And some of it that isn't really fully made clear in the game itself. So I kind of wanted to go through and just like also just educate myself on some stuff. Like, okay, refresh me on this, refresh me on this. And I just felt really motivated. I was like, you know, the opening of Xenogears, the first 5 minutes of Xenogears are really good. Like, it's really good. So I kind of wanted to do a video talking about the first 5 minutes of Xenogears and how it's relevant, how it pays off, so on and so forth. So it's not exactly Xenoblade, but I do want to do a video where I go through and rank all of the Xeno games, but I need the Beat Saga 3 before I can do that. And I have not gotten around to that yet, just because I was playing Metal Gear and been busy. I think you made the right choice because you stayed specifically. Yeah. No, and that's the thing is, like, Xenoblade, you know, with a series that really only has like 4 core Xenoblade games, and then 3 Xenosaga, 1 Xenogears. You know, it's still a good handful of games, but it is still niche in the grand scheme of things. Also, this guy's design is really weird. Slime eel. Everyone said there was like they looked like Dash in the Incredibles. Hey, listen, I would take that as a compliment. Dash is pretty dope. I actually don't even know if I think I got distracted. I didn't even say the full point I was gonna make about the Incredibles. So, what I was gonna say was that The Incredibles is like my favorite Pixar movie. It's one of my favorite animated movies. I think it's just one of the best superhero movies. I thought about doing a video where I go through and play like The Incredibles game and then talk about it. I think there's more than one, so I could just cover the different Incredibles games too. Because I never grew up playing them, so I think it would be interesting from the perspective of somebody who never grew up playing that game. But I do remember people talking about it. Like, the other licensed games that everybody would always talk about were, like, the Harry Potter games, especially, like, Chamber of Secrets. I never played those games growing up. Oh, there we go. Big money. Tisk, tisk. You don't seem to know what kind of island this is. Hee hee hee, what a fool. So I think this is when the bosses start talking shit. Hey, what's going on, Bits? How you doing? Five dungeons down. The Wind Marimba. But yeah, just general video ideas that I had at the moment. Again, I don't like to share too much just in case like something goes awry and it doesn't happen like all the previous ones I'd listed. Metal Gear Solid 3 ending discussion and Xenogears opening discussion. I also want to try and think of something that is more Xenoblade oriented, just to kind of do something with that, just because it's been a minute. But the other thing is I have, like, honestly another Metal Gear video idea that I would want to do too. I always said though too that if I ever did a video talking about Big Boss, that it would either be like 3 hours or it would have to be like multiple parts. There's too much to say about my guy. There's something down here. Looks like there's something down there. It's not though. Working on a video, very nice. Any spoilers or no? Any teaser? What's up, bro? I'm jumping aboard. Okay. Fish took my hook. Sounds like a problem. It's over 2 hours? Oh, good heavens. Why you shouldn't play Soma Bringer. I've been waiting for this video. I've been waiting for this day. Ow. My video on Soma Bringer will most likely be negative. No, please. Think about the 5 Soma Bringer fans. Don't do it. I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta go get the bow and arrow. Oh, I can go down there with the hook shot now too. Oh, that'll work. Once again, very glad this game has a very consistent frame rate now, or a better frame rate on the Switch too. It just makes me happy. Alright, bow and arrow. I'd like to buy. Only 980 rupees. Very kind of you. 200? Oh, let's go. Oh, cool. That's another spot. Let's go. There will only be 4 when I'm done with them. Is it time to become thief? No, I'm gonna try and go with a thiefless, deathless run. That's the goal. Okay, so I have the bow and arrow now. I have that. So very well could head to Face Shrine. Now I do want to check out that hookshot point down there. Is there anything else relevant to do right now? Again, my memory becomes a little fuzzy towards the end of this game. I guess I could go up there and do the raft stuff. Rip thief moment. I do think it is really scary how he just electrocutes you. Just one-shot you. He's too strong. He's too dangerous to be kept alive. Oh yeah, also if people have been following the Mega Evolution stuff in here, next Mega coming out this week. I've actually really liked how they've been teasing these Megas. I think it's really cool. Like, we know what the Mega's gonna be. So, like, that's not really a secret. It's just still cool how they're doing it. Because I think they know that a lot of the excitement also just comes from, what does it look like? I mean, I really want to see the stats and abilities and all that stuff, but... Getting flashbacks of Majora's Mask right now. You're trying to get down into the, Great, you did it! Your reward is this way! Thank you. Or you had to get down into the eel hole. Malamar, my goat. Well, Malamar, I'm so freaking excited. I hope it keeps Contrary! I really hope it keeps Contrary. That's such a good ability. I'm Mambo on vocals, but I don't need to tell you, do I? Everybody knows me. Want to hang out and listen to us jam? Want to listen to some sick beats? 300 rupees? Oh my gosh. I just spent all my money. I'll be back. Unfortunately, I'm poor and destitute at this current moment in time. Okay, well, what else can I do? I mean, there's Face Shrine stuff, so I can hookshot across there towards Animal Village area. Like I said, I can go up north and do that. Yeah, let's go do that. Yeah, Contrary is a very fun ability. The very broken ability, but very fun. In the wrong hands, it could be very scary. Contrary Draco Meteor is not maybe something that I need to see in my life. But I kind of want to see it. Oh, but I need... Well, I can get rupees off with this game. Hello. 100 rupees? What the heck? Everybody out here charging an arm and a leg for services. Oh. Okay. just a cave with a piece of heart in it. Yeah, now imagine that with a 100+ base stat total. We're eating good. Okay. I mean, there's stuff that I could do up there, but that's better to do closer to... I mean, we gotta go up for Turtles Rock and Eagles Tower later on anyways. Let's go to Seashell Mansion. Okay, let's see. No response. Oh no. I don't have enough in anything, it seems. Ow. Okay, do I guess I just go do face shrine stuff? Guess we just go do face shrine stuff. So what do we think that we're gonna get a direct this month? I mean, usually there is one in September. I think last year was the first time that we didn't get a September direct. I can hook shot across there. Is there anything in here? I guess just if you fall in here, then you can get out. Okay, that seems to work. Streets have been saying this week. Oh wait, really? Oh. Well, I hope it's a later direct. If it's a later one, then I'd stream it. The fact that you used the word sludge to describe it does not sit well with me. Sludge is just such a visceral word. Okay, yeah, it's gotta go more north for... Has been doing loads of direct, so we shall see. I would like a direct. I mean, so I'm trying to think what they were showing it. I don't think Air Riders would really get talked about. Air Riders had its own presentation. Donkey Kong is out. Metroid could get talked about. Maybe talk a little bit about Pokemon? A visceral word for a visceral liquid. I like that. Okay, I think I have to... Final Fantasy VII, probably. Oh, you know what? That does make sense. Yeah. Ace Attorney. That would be pretty hype. But I also think that I'm wondering if Capcom will want to save that for their presentation in October. Because that makes sense to me. It would appear I need a key. But this is just for the regular Face Shrine, right? This isn't for the Southern Face Shrine. There's a wall I can blow up there. Yeah, I think the Southern Face Shrine has like a maze leading up to it. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, well, it's there. Probably Dragon Quest 1 and 2 trailer. Metro Prime 4. Yeah, I mean, both of those make a lot of sense to me. And then Kid Icarus. I'm probably not gonna get Kid Icarus. I think we can, like, the games that we can rule out are Kid Icarus, Smash Brothers, maybe even a 3D Mario? I don't know, unless I had another team work on it. It wasn't the Odyssey team. Maybe they show Rhythm Heaven? Maybe they'll talk about that game some more? Like that could make sense. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I love Kid Icarus, I just don't think it's happening. Especially with Sakurai working on what he's working on. The hero's life gone. It's grim. Okay, here's the maze. Okay, one of you is gonna open the path. It's you. Ow. Okay, I hurt myself more than anything. Oh, don't play a song. Neutralized. You know, speaking of Pokemon, I was, for like 2-3 years, I was really big on Pokemon card collecting. But I've fallen off pretty hard in the last couple months. Just for a variety of different reasons, but like, one of them being that just like the market right now is ridiculous. And it just, one, you can't find any, and if you do, it's just hard to justify paying the price for it, which is kind of sad. But all right, I should probably treat this with a little bit of seriousness. I love this song that plays in here. This is actually probably one of my favorite moments in the entire game. Got the face key. To the finder, the Isle of Koholint is but an illusion. Human, monster, sea, sky, a scene on the lid of a sleeper's eye. Awake the dreamer, and Koholint will vanish, once like a bubble on a needle. Castaway, you should know the truth. What? Illusion? What I like about that is I feel like whenever Link sees information, we don't really like, usually it'll be like, you got a rupee, you feel lucky, or like, wow, this is your, you know, you're with Marin, this is your big break. But like him actually like reacting to text like that just feels powerful. And the manga does a really good job of this. Over and under on the amount of farming sims? Not enough. We need more farming simulators. Hoot, I see you have read the relief. It does say the island is but a dream of the windfish. No one's really sure. Just as you cannot know if a chest holds treasure until you open it. So, you cannot tell if this is a dream until you awaken. Did he just reference Schrodinger's cat, pretty much? The only one who knows for sure is the windfish. Trust your feelings. Someday you'll discover the answer. Thank you, Mr. Owl. Alright. I think we can maybe try and squeeze in Face Shrine. Yeah, I got time. See, there I am, referencing Incredibles, because I freaking love that movie. Oh, it just resets it if you do. Okay, that's nice. You know what was really goofy is I was going back, and so after I finished watching, you know, after Metal Gear Solid 3, one of my favorite things I do every so often is to just go watch other people's reactions to the ending of Metal Gear Solid 3 and what they think, how they process it, so on and so forth. And you definitely get a variety of different actions. Like, I mean, even I watched a little bit of Jacksepticeye doing a whole playthrough. And at the very end, he's just like, yeah, it's you know, it's still, even all after these years, apparently that's one of his favorite games. I'm like, yo, that's based. That's a base take. But I went and I was watching, there's some people that do, like, compilations of a bunch of people's different reactions to trailers and everything like that, and there was, like, the Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta, reveal. I was like, oh, I'll just watch this. And I saw myself, I was like, oh, that's so weird. Oh, that's so weird, I was not expecting that. I got jump scared by myself. Actually, I'm probably gonna go this way. Oh my god, I sniped that guy. I think, you know what, the other thing I'm kind of thinking about doing is that, so we're, on the channel, we're actually really close to 25K. We are, like, less than 300 away from hitting 25K. I think if that happens, I'm tempted to do a top 25 favorite video games video. That may be kind of my, you know, hey, celebration or kind of whatever video. I was thinking about that. Could be fun to do. Although, honestly, my order kind of falls off a little bit for some of them. Top 10, I think I have figured out pretty well. Also, this song... Oh, this song goes so crazy in this version. Whoever came up with this version of this song, you're incredible. Can you not... Do you have to hit the... No, you don't. I'm just... Do I have to snipe him? Like, this may very well be the best song in the game. Because all the other new renditions are good. But, like, this one, they didn't have to go as far as they did with it. I don't know if you saw, but the tweet of people complaining about the length of the ending scene. I've not, but I don't trust Twitter. You know what, though, that is fair. Yes, I have seen people complaining about it, and it's like, you know, everybody's gonna have their personal gripes about that kind of stuff. Does the original maybe look a little bit visually better with the lighting? Yeah, definitely. But also, yeah, if you have not been spoiled to the ending baits, I would definitely say steer clear so that way you don't get spoiled on it. I don't if you all watch Demon Slayer, but I'm gonna see Infinity Castle. Much afraid to say I can't wait. I have actually not seen Demon Slayer. I've heard, like, most of the people are like, yeah, you're ready to watch it, but I've heard some people say it's a lot better now, so I may go see it. Or I may start watching the show, rather. I don't watch a ton of anime. I probably should, though. I don't know, we got pushed down, but I don't watch a ton of anime, but there's some that I feel like I need to watch. Like, it's not really anime per, like, you know, but this one is more so an animated movie. I've heard a lot of people say a lot of great things about, is it K-pop Demon Hunters? I heard about it once. I'm like, I was talking with a person like, that's a really weird name. It's a really funky name. I don't really know. It's like, is it good? Like, I mean, I guess I can't really say. I like a game called Zack and Wiki Quest for Barbarossa's Treasure, you know, but I've heard really great things about it, so I'm interested. So I think I may watch that. In terms of recent anime that have come out, I think, like, JJK, a lot of people say a lot of good things about. Danzadon, I hear good things about as well. So maybe there's a point where I just need to play like catch up with anime. Like that's my thing, is that like I'm bad about sitting down and watching anime. But if you get me to sit down and watch it and start it, then I will finish it typically. Well, except for Gurren Lagann, because I was watching that with my brother-in-law and I was like, wait, are we going to continue this together, or like how is this going to be handled? Was the HD collector's version ending as the original didn't have intense missing lighting? Is that? Yeah, it is kind of goofy. What the heck is going on my arm? But I think people just like the music incorporated into it. You know what? That's fair. I haven't heard any of the music from it. I asked somebody, I was like, so would you describe it as Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Totally Spies? And they're like, kind of? I'm like, okay, sure, that works for me. I know loves Gurren Lagann. I mean, he was, was he Simon? I think he was Simon. Was he Kamina? I don't remember which one he was. But I knew that he cosplayed one of them. Oh, no, he was Kamina. He was Kamina because there was also somebody else who was Simone. I think Star was Simone. So I got that key. I can't lift that to destroy that yet because I need to get the upgrade to lift the elephant statue. I can't take the pot into there. So let me look at this map. Okay. So funky room there that I think I need the elephant statue for. I can't go north there because I can't break that. There's another avenue in here. Oh, I didn't go in this way? Did I not go that way? Oh, no I didn't. Maybe one day I'll watch it. Do you have the same rule for other shows that you do with JoJo? Where if it, every single time it is mentioned, it adds more time on when you will watch it? Where's Sue Eyes to watch it? So, I think they actually may have watched it together during an anime night. Sometimes I'll just I'll tune in and say hi and stuff like that, but I don't typically stay around to watch the anime that much whenever that stuff is going on. I didn't go the other way. I'm sure going the other way. This is a funky room. The tile's gonna chill here. Yeah, the last anime I did watch was Clanad. I watched all of that. It's a show that's corny. It's got its cheesy moments and everything like that, but like when it wants to lock in and do something really serious, it really does. And you know, it's just a show that I really appreciate for what it's done for me in life. It's like one of those pieces of media that's just kind of like left a big impact, and it's like when I really need it, it's there. Also, oh my gosh, that guy got annihilated. It's the second anime I ever watched. Oh, really? What was the first one? What? Confused I am. Okay. So yes, that warps. Yes, that makes sense. You gotta lift this in order to... But I can't do anything with that yet. Okay. That's why. Fullmetal Alchemist. Oh, okay. That is another thing that is very much on my list. Everybody talks about how amazing Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood is. I watched the first episode of Fullmetal Alchemist a long time ago. But then, like, I was out of town, and so I didn't really continue it and such. That was at the top of my anime list for a long time in terms of, like, you know what, I probably should watch this. And then it just kept getting pushed back. Mega Man Bendiskin himself voices the main character in the dub of Erased. If you haven't seen Erased, you gotta watch it. Big advocate for the amazing show. Yeah, Erased was coming out when I was in college. I think I remember, like, freshman or sophomore year, people were talking about Erased. Okay, so let me look at this again. So that leads... So how do I get into that bottom? Let me survey this again. So that's the front and the chest pieces. Yep, makes sense. I had the beak, so let's see. Into the space where the eyes have walls. Wait. Into the space where the eyes have walls. So in here. That was one of them. Oh, I just didn't kill all the enemies? Gosh dang it. First episode of Brotherhood is actually not canon. Really? Oh, you know what one show I remember watching off of a recommendation from a friend was... Gosh dang it. Was, Promised Neverland. And the first episode of Promised Neverland... Ooh, that's a good first episode. Ooh, that's a good first episode of a show. And the first season's pretty dang good. I've heard the second season, not so much, which is really unfortunate. Because apparently they just ignored, and they just did their own thing. And it was way better off, and it was way worse off for that. What do you recommend starting with Brotherhood? I have heard from people that I should watch the original Fullmetal Alchemist and then watch Brotherhood, which is definitely a bit of a commitment. If that is the optimal way to do it, I mean, I would like to experience everything it has to offer if I really like it. When I was in college, I was watching anime a lot more. Like in college, what did I watch in college? I watched, because that's when I was really first getting into anime. So I watched Clanhead before in high school. I watched Sword Art. I watched Attack on Titan. Let's see. I watched Air, which is another thing from Key. Air, I don't remember anything from Air, pretty much. Money. Let's see. I watched Mirai Nikki. I watched Elfen Lied. Which, Elfen Lied's OP? Elfen Lied's OP goes crazy. That is a good song. There's Lilium. But as a show, I don't think it's that phenomenal. Let's see. No, not Air. That anime is trash. It really didn't do anything for me. I won't lie. It was very unmemorable. Oh, Angel Beats. I watched Angel Beats as well. Let's see. What else have I watched? Like, I've probably watched less than 50 animes in total. Oh, I watched School Days, and School Days is like my least favorite thing ever conceived by mankind. I don't like School Days. I'm not a fan of it. Start with Brotherhood, but that's just me. He's the opposite. Oh, I'm hearing conflicting thoughts. Oh gosh. Got some secret medicine. You've already got some, so let's put this back. Oh. You also seen Higurashi? Wait, is that what School Days is like known as? Is that like the Japanese title or something? Or is that something completely different? I haven't seen the most recent season, but Konosuba. Oh, I love Konosuba. That show is so funny. The dub is really good. I'm not really like a sub versus dub kind of guy. Usually I just kind of feel it out depending on the show. Like, I like the sub for Attack on Titan. I really like the dub for Clanhead. Higurashi is when they cry. Okay, no, I have not seen that then. I watched Anohana with my grad school roommates. I thought it was okay. It didn't really like hit me that much. Oh, Steins Gate. I've seen Steins Gate. I like Steins Gate quite a bit. Like, first Steins Gate is pretty dang good. I didn't like Zero as much. I don't know. I feel like Zero's not bad, but I feel like it's just, for me, it just didn't click. I felt like its central premise didn't stick with me as much, but there are some episodes in Zero that are really good. Have you seen the movie Your Name? Okay, no, I have not. And here's really where it shows like how bad or like how big my backlog is. I have heard from several friends, well, one in particular, and he described, what he said was that Your Name is a very me movie. He said, yeah, I would watch it. It is like a very you movie. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll check it out then. And I just haven't. I haven't really seen any like really anything from that director. And I know he makes good stuff. Don't let Rudra hear you. Hey, Rudra, timestamp. About an hour and I think 39 minutes into the stream. Reasons, it's because it shows you mentioned this time. Yours is quite popular too. Oh, okay. No, I did not watch that. What else? But yeah, so I actually started watching Studio Ghibli movies really for the first time, like over this last year too. I had never seen Spirited Away. I still haven't seen My Neighbor Totoro. I had never seen Howl's Moving Castle, and I really enjoyed Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle in particular. I like The Boy and the Heron too. I watched Grave of the Fireflies. Yo, that movie, that movie's fucked. That movie's so sad. Why would they do that to me? Eat it. Eat it. Yes. Grave of the Fireflies has been described to me, and I heard about this movie back in college. Like, I've known about this movie for a bit, but it was always described to, whoa, it did a whole reversal. It has always been described to me as the best movie I never want to watch again. And I was like, you know what? After seeing it, that is fair. That is quite fair. But I may watch it again if I needed to show it to somebody or something. That movie's an experience. It's like living the microwave hall from Metal Gear. They still make movies that are kind of niche now. Yeah, I think The Boy and the Heron was like the most recent one that they did. And I like that. I thought it was fun. Like, so the world that they created in The Boy and the Heron, I was like, if I ever made a fictional world, they're just taking the things from my brain that I would want to see, which was really nice. But yeah, I really had not seen a lot of those growing up. So it's just kind of nice to be cultured. So like I said, if you sit me down and be like, okay, we're watching this, we're doing this, it may take a bit to get me to that point. But when we get to that point, usually I'm like, all right, well, yeah, let's do this. Like, it took me a long time to watch Breaking Bad. And I love Breaking Bad. I quote Breaking Bad too much. And Better Call Saul, which I actually think Better Call Saul is better than Breaking Bad. I like them both. You son of a bitch. The South Wall? Come on. Am I not high enough? There we go. Still mad that Boy in Heron won Best Animated Feature ever. Suzume? Suzume is so much better. I'm also some Makoto Shinkai stan. What has Makoto Shinkai done? Is that the same person who did, like, Your Name and such? Because what is it? There's Your Name, there's like something centimeters or something, which I actually think I watched a little bit from in my Japanese class back in college. Made a Colombian version of Breaking Bad. Oh, what is it? Metastases or something? I saw this YouTube, I've seen the YouTube video like twice or like 3 times, comparing them, which is very fun. Okay, so I can't get over there yet because I don't have the key. That's the secret medicine down in the bottom right. So really all that leaves is in the top left. A silent voice. 100 centimeters per second. Okay. Weathering with You. Yeah, so I've heard of all these. And I just really need to start watching them. Just need to go through and just do it. I'll tell you what I have been watching, getting back into though, is for my Pokemon people in here, watching a lot more of like Joey and Blunder. They're just good videos to have on when I'm in like the gym and such like that, because you can just like throw it on and just like, you know, just listen to it and, you know. Got him. Worth. Yeah, I feel like a lot of the content that I consume kind of comes from YouTube, but I need to get back into consuming, like, you know, different, like, story content and everything, just because I've been out of that for so long. Oh, we did that. Let's go. Oh, I gotta have a key. Oh, wait, hold up. What if I... Shia Kazing? Nothing? Okay, well, I guess actually that makes sense. Oh, it's the boss key. It's not the regular key. Okay, we're fine. Never mind. You know, estoy en peligro. I don't know what is it. It's like, oh yeah, I am I'm not in danger, I am the danger. Okay, just push the block, man. And don't try to get fancy. This show was bad. Cage Wars and Platinum Soul Link. That's like it's pretty good watch too. I did have a lot of fun with that. We were struggling at some points, but we won, and that's what matters. Damn right. So managed to mess it up. Yeah, it's like when you copy your friend's homework, but like you don't understand what makes sure, you know, how your friend got the answers. You just write the answers. That's kind of like the equivalent of it. Okay. Oh, it's locked. It's the danger line Spanish. Heck yeah, my 230-something day streak of Duolingo is paying off. Duolingo blows up your phone more than like anything else. It's actually insane. Duolingo be sending me messages all day saying like, hey, we miss you. And I'm just like, leave me alone, please. I'll do my Spanish later. Okay, so... Yep, I can just keep going this way and get this. Oh, I need to get those arrows. Nice. Can I keep cycling that? No. It's worth a shot. It was given the green light from Vince Gilligan? Vince! Vincent! What are you doing? That wasn't Bravo. That is like one of my favorite things in any comment section of a Breaking Bad video is go like, they'll just point out something really dumb. It's just like, Walter is saying he is the danger because he believes he is the danger. It's very clever writing. Bravo, Vince. So dumb. Dumb comments can either like there's so much potential for them to just be horrible and just be like, why would you ever say this? But like the ones that are just like they're so dumb, you're just like dumb. It's a very un-Bravo moment. It's not very cash money of you. All right. So what did I just? Okay. So I know that one is the secret medicine. That one across needs a key, but I don't have a key. So the question is, where is the key? It's not in the chest. That's what I'm learning here. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably in that eye room with the elephant statue. No. Probably in there. That's where I would wager, at least. Did you see some of the cameos of the actors? Wait, who did they get? Who are the cameos? Did they get... like, did they get, like, Bryan Cranston in there to play, like... I don't even know who they get in the play. No? Okay. Again, I thought, like, pushing this down makes so much sense to me. But the chart, like, the jingle isn't going off from the compass either. So I just gotta keep looking, I guess. We're almost done with the dungeon. Just listening for the jingle. Again, that's the secret medicine, so it's not that. I don't have a key in order to make that work. Okay, it's not there. But they do have one of that. Wait, they got Howard? Wait, they got Dean Norris? What the heck? There's gotta be something I'm missing. I mean, obviously, but... Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bitch. They got him? Oh, it's in here. Oh. Oh, for cameo, not okay. Now I'm understanding. Got it. Well, yeah. So that's what they got, like him saying, like, Walt, don't lie to me, Walt. So that staircase leads me to... let me check where this staircase leads. No, you're totally fine. I was spurring on the narrative. Oops. I had the ban the room sus and Sussy and Baka from my classroom my first year of teaching high school because it was just being said repeatedly. I think maybe by doing that they just wanted to say it more though, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. It's like a little bit of a reverse psychology in a way, but it didn't work out well for me. It was actually the opposite of working out well. Alright, give me the big key. What? What? Oh, okay. Alright. We're fine. Never mind. I love Gilbert Gottfried's cameos. I don't think I've ever seen them. Gilbert Gottfried passed away, didn't he, too? Rest in peace, man. Extremely long and braided hair. Do they have more than like 2 lines? I realize I have not been talking. I've not been talking about the game like at all this entire time. I will say, Fae Shrine, despite the fact that I have been a little lost at some points, is my favorite dungeon in the game, just thematically, musically, and all that kind of stuff. And the other thing too is if you look at it, kind of looks like Link's face. You just got to take out 2 of the spots there, but it looks like his sprite from the original NES game a little bit. I actually did a short talking about how the dungeons in Link's Awakening look like stuff, but I kind of talked more in depth about it on a video I did on Link's Awakening. It's good stuff. Wait, hold up. No, okay. I need to go into that room there. Gosh dang it. My second favorite dungeon. The next one of my favorite, Eagle's Tower. Ooh, that's an uncommon take. I don't really hear people talk about Eagle's Tower favorably that much. I kind of respect it. It's got Kirby. Ow. Ow. I'm having a rough time right now. They also made Gus white for some reason? What? Why? Oh, I did the same thing that I did last time. Gosh dang it, I gotta go hit the switch. Giancarlo Esposito, though, he is that guy. We love Giancarlo Esposito. I think I talked about it. I watched the Maze Runner movies. They're not good, in my opinion at least. But Giancarlo Esposito is in them, and it's like, oh no, he's always a villain. Is he gonna get typecasted? No, he's like a hero dude, and he doesn't really do that much. But there's a scene where he rolls out of a car, and he just like laughs to himself, and then he runs out of frame, and it's so funny. It's it's so goofy. Okay, also that was the completely wrong staircase. Okay. So which staircase do I need then? It's not the top left one. It's not the bottom left one. It's not that one. I need to get to that staircase. Oh, it had to be where the elephant statue is, so just go back to the beginning. I just like the idea of destroying the tower. Yeah, I respect that. Isostasis is an experience, I'll say that. Have you watched the whole thing? They also gave Mike hair and called him Mario 2. Wait, what? Why is Mike Mario? Walter. Do the Mario, Walter. Okay. Oh, no, I'm in the right place now. Oh, I could have just... Well, no, I needed the key in order to get the boss key, so I couldn't have done that loop perfectly, but we're in the right area now, that's all that matters. Alright. Hey dummy, need a hint? My weak point is... Whoops, there I go, talking too much again. Gee, I want... So he actually has a more unique name. Facade. Cool. I like it. Although again, Link's Awakening, very much not having the most... You hit my bomb out of the way? Not having the most difficult or creative of bosses. Okay, the floor hitting my bombs out of the way is getting a little annoying. Okay, now we're from pots. Oh, holes! With Shia LaBeouf. Got him. Okay, listen up. If the windfish wakes up, everything on this island will be gone forever. And I do mean everything. We did it! Committed murder. I got health. I've watched a decent amount of episodes. Shia LaBeouf, man, one of the era. Yeah, he got us into some trouble, I think, within the last few years or something like that. I think like there was something about like infidelity or like cheating on his wife or girlfriend or something like that. Haven't heard that movie in a long time. I remember when the book came out. There was some... Hold up. There's like... There was a book cover for this that stuck in my head forever. Yeah, it was this one. With the weird... He's got like the weird hat giving you the side eye. And it looks like you're on the moon. Like this cover is so weird to me. Why am I getting Doom vibes now? Breaking Bad rabbit hole still goes even deeper and crazier. Wait, what? Hoot. The many monsters of the island fear that the windfish is about to awaken. The monster's power is real. They may conquer the island and destroy their foes. That day may come soon. Now, go to the mountain tower. Fly like a bird. Hoot hoot. Thank you, friend. Well, that's 6 dungeons down here at this point. Oh, we cleared away all that. So, cool. Map is fully cleared. I need to get more money in order to... Oh, no, I actually had the perfect amount of money. Why don't we go ahead and do that before ending off stream? Yep, that's fine there. We'll go ahead and get this song, and then that'll be a good place to end. And while we're getting ready to end, I just want to say, per usual, thank y'all for coming. Oh, I got it. Do I have to do that? Oh, no, we're good. Thank y'all for coming by the streams, hanging out, and all that good stuff. I know that we've been away for a bit, but the fact that y'all are coming by and just, you know, chilling and everything like that, it really does mean a lot. So thank you for that. I appreciate it, and hopefully it's a good time for y'all. Here's a beautiful song to celebrate. You've been a wonderful audience. No encores. You learn the Frog's Song of Soul. It's a very moving tune. It can even liven up unliving things. If you play this song, you'll make everything around you feel more alive. I actually don't remember what purpose this serves. Maybe something having to do with the graveyard. Oh, no. I need this song in order to progress. Yeah, you need this song in order to get up with the cuckoo. So yeah, I needed to get that. Also, I have 15 seashells, which that should be enough for a reward. Did you know Walter was in Treasure Planet? Wait, Bryan Cranston was in Treasure Planet? What the heck? I know he's in Godzilla. And he's like, he has one of the best monologues. He's the best part of the movie. The monologue he gives is really good. I still think about that monologue. When he says, like, something killed my wife, like, the delivery on that, oh my god, it's so good. Man's always fun. I'm glad to hear that, Bates. Thank you. You got the seashell sensor. Oh, that's good. We'll take that. Is in How I Met Your Mother too. Saul Goodman. Bob Odenkirk is in How I Met Your Mother. I think actually the reason why they got the character of Mike is because Bob Odenkirk was filming for How I Met Your Mother, funny enough. Because they said that they were going to have him be one and the same. Not the Disney. Oh. Like way before Disney's. Oh, okay, interesting. Alright guys, well, that is going to be it for our stream here today. We'll probably be back tomorrow because I'm kind of busy. Maybe Tuesday would work. Either Tuesday or Wednesday. But yeah, we'll get back into streaming this so we can finish this game off here. We probably got about 2 more streams left in this, maybe 3, depending on how long Eagles Tower and Turtle Rock take for me to finish. And how deep I decide to go into the rabbit hole of doing other stuff. I'm not gonna go for 100%, like I said, just because I don't want to do the dungeon creator. I really just don't. But there's still quite a lot of stuff to get. But anyways, thanks again for coming by, hanging out with the stream. I hope you all have a great rest of the day, and take care, everyone.